Peter, we're here at the championship launch, and this must be the time that all players are looking forward to getting down to championship business.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is what you train for, Championship hurling is what it's all about, and it's really, really good to be back to the 5 games as well. So we get that, particularly for us, you get that extra exposure to a couple of games, you learn more, and the challenges are kind of a little bit even more diverse. You get to take on loads of different challenges.
Speaking of challenges, the Jewel Club, I mean, is that a challenge? Is that, that players might have a lot of demands in a championship campaign? How's that worked out?
Yeah, it is a challenge in the demand sense of things, all right, and particularly the load. But there are lots of positives to it. It can be a great momentum builder. Lads get a fantastic level of conditioning across the board. We'll have 10 top-class championship games now between football and hurling this year, and there's a great togetherness from it as well, because you're constantly together, you're in each other's pockets, you're training together, you're working together, and lads can't really go missing, because they're constantly on the go, constantly playing week to week to week to week, and like I said, yes, it does have its challenges, but it can be a great momentum builder as well.
I suppose just to mention there, in that kind of that camaraderie that's built in squads that play a duel together, we see it with Lockmore, Castleiney and Tipperary. It does lend itself, I suppose, to creating that little bit of an extra bond when lads are soldiering week in, week out.
And it can be quantifiable in a number of different ways. It can be the extra time you spend together, it can be the extra tests you face, it can be the fact that you're you're going through a massive workload barrier together constantly, so it can bring that togetherness all the time as well. There's been a lot of good experiences with the dual kind of approach for the last couple of years for us, and we're hoping that will stay going. Once the honesty is there, I think it's definitely manageable, and I think a lot of us do think it's very, very manageable.
You mentioned there in the Mungret interview the fact that with Mungret up this year as well, a lot of the teams you'll have played not only last year but also in the Premier Intermediate seasons throughout the last couple of years prior to your promotion. That B section of the competition might be called the B section, but it's certainly not lacking in quality.
There'll be loads of quality in the competition, and you'd imagine that a lot of the games will be very close, very intense, and you'll be renewing a lot of old rivalries. I think 12 or 13 years ago I played against Ballybrown before they went up, and then they left us in their trail, and eventually we kind of managed to catch up and pull up. So we'd be looking forward to renewing that rivalry as well, and going toe to toe with Ballybrown, and then you'll get your different challenges then with playing South Liberties. I don't think we've played South Liberties much over the years, so yeah, no, the games will definitely be close and hard fought and kind of a war of attrition, but yeah, the challenges will be